going on? More Tech Sir here, and today we're going to be installing the rg350. Don't worry, you're not going to have to dismantle the unit like we did last time installing software from the internal SD card. This time we're going to actually flash it using a different method, which I will explain throughout. I do have to say I have been using the Rogue firmware for the last couple of weeks, and I've got to say it's a great bit of open source software. I will leave their links down below. Just one word of advice though, once you install this it will wipe all the system with the ROMs, so I do highly recommend that you back them up first so you can just drag and drop them onto the system later. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go onto the internet and we're going to get the files that we need to download. The first one we're going to actually go onto is GitHub and actually get the rg350 OPK pack. So as you can see, I've left a link in the description below. This is the one we actually want, so a lot of people think it's this one, but it's actually the rg350 Flasher OPK. This is the newest version, this one. So all you're going to do is download that. I've already downloaded it and it is on the desktop. Download that, guys. Don't forget, extract it where you're going to be able to find it. I always put it on the desktop just because it's preference and it's easier to find. And the next thing that we're going to need is the actual local rg350 pack. Now this is where all the freeware games and your emulators will be. So as I say, I put the link in the description below again, so it's here. So all we're going to do is go onto the local pack, download that, unzip it where you want, where all your files are going to be. Mine is on the desktop, and then we're good to go. So the next thing we're going to do is, once we've got these files downloaded and ready to go, we're going to actually need to access the internal SD card. Now there's a couple of ways of doing this, but in my previous video I did show you how to do it, but we're going to walk through it again. So all we need to do is go onto this PC, then we go on to add a location, we go on to next, choose a custom network location, and at this point you need to actually go into the rg350 and click network. Once you've done that, you will set the configuration to allow login without a password, so you can get through this straight away, and it will actually bring a IP address up, which is, I will type it in now and I will leave in the link below. So once we've done that, it should recognize the rg350. We log in anonymously and then we can type this as, let's put it as rg350, just so we know where the network is. So once we're in the root device, we need to find where we're going to actually put the rg350 flasher. So I'm going to tell you it's pretty simple and easy. So we go into media, then we go into data, and finally we go into apps. Now this is where you're going to place the OPK file. So all we do is drag and drop it, let that install, and then the next step is we're actually going to have to go over to the rg350 to actually install that. So we'll jump straight over there now. So as you can see here now, guys, it's booting into the OPK file and installing. It just takes a bit of time. It takes around 30 minutes depending on how fast your SD card is. So that's all installed now. So I did run into one problem, which I'm going to show you now. If you get this screen when it's booting and constantly rebooting like this, all you need to do is press the reset button. It will boot and then it will boot properly and rewrite it quickly and then boot into the system. You may have to do this once or twice on the restart just to trigger the reboot, but once you've got that, you're all good to go. So as you can see, this is the rg350 Rogue software, open source. And as you can see, we have got a variety of different things in it. We've got all our games, we've got all our emulators, we've even got the Rogue store in here as well. So as you can see, guys, there isn't much on the actual firmware once you've installed it. So that's why we need the local pack. So what we're going to do now is we're going to install the local pack. So we're going to go back onto the rg350 drive, which is here. Then we're going to go onto media, we're going to go onto data, and then we're going to go onto apps. And now this is where you extract all this goodness onto the device. So we're going to do all the apps. So we're going to drag and drop the apps in. That will install all the apps. Then we'll go onto the emulators. You drag all these over, copy and paste them into this folder here. Finally, you do the games and also the ports. So drag and drop them all into the apps folder on the internal SD card, and then we should be ready and good to go. And that's basically, guys, how you install the rg350 Row custom software on the rg350. Pretty easy, pretty simple, but is a great open source bit of kit that keeps getting updated constantly. And they've also got the HDMI output working on it now, so that is amazing. Thank you for the support, guys. If you do like this kind of content, please like, rate and subscribe. Leave them thumbs up, and don't forget to turn that bell notification on to get all the most up-to-date content from this channel. Until next time, guys, as always, stay safe and I'll see you soon.